I come from a nuclear family. I used to like, and I have a lot of relatives in everywhere, Pune, Aurangabad, everywhere. I used to love going there. Recently, we had a family function. Siddhant just had a lot of fun there. So again, that I was very happy, right? But then now when we go to Bangalore, it's just going to be the three of us, right? But so I would love a joint family, right? Because then there's a lot of, I would look at it as support system. Okay, so you have your own individual, but your child is well taken care of. You don't have to worry about it. Uska cons bhi hai, what you called out. Yeah. Right? Nuclear family ka project, you have much more autonomy in how do you want to raise your child. Right? Uska con hai ki matlab, probably you have very less data points. Or very less guidance because only you interact with a very small amount of people. Yeah. Right? So yeah, but it's.
So I think the best way is to find the right balance. At least find 2 big occasions spanning over a few weeks, wherein the child is in his support system environment, where he is interacting with 50 different kinds of relations, and there he will get to learn a lot more things like different viewpoints, different shades of emotions, and it has to be like a prolonged 1 to 2 weeks time period.
And like take our example, our example itself, right? So all of us were like single child.
Yeah, and I was brought up partially like for.
So both of us. So our moms used to have a group called Maitra, and all of us, we used to have sleepovers. We used to have like spend a full day together, like 6-7 kids, right? And we used to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
So we never felt कि we have a lot of friends growing up. So we automatically became a lot social because of it. So it's again one very good way of parenting that I see.
Yes.
But it's a good way to also make your child.
So mix and match and try to inculcate all kinds of different relations and shades of emotions and environments to ensure that there isn't a bias or there isn't imbalance in any of the development. Okay, so concluding the entire conversation, there are quite a few takeaways, lot to learn. I've learned a lot. I think we can do probably one more someday once the children have entered their teenagers, just to have like a nice overview of what we used to think and how life has turned out to be now and where children are. And there might be new points and takeaways and new researches that have emerged and we can use for raising our children a little more better in the upcoming years.
Definitely.
So thank you so much, Darshana and Chinmay. If there are a few points that you want to add, we can definitely add in conclusion. If there are a few concluding points that you want to sum up, please go ahead.
I think to sum it up, parenting is, if you think about it, it is very easy. If you think about it, it is very difficult as well. So you can have couple of simple fundas we were just talking about. One is children learn by copying. Second is stress management. And third is patience. I don't think you need to read a lot of books. To be very frank.
That will only confuse you a lot more.
Like there are lot of research, but just having your basic mental model sorted, I think you can always learn on the go. Like small stuff. Yeah. But your base pillars have to be.
Don't go too academic and technical on this. Take advice from your parents, your friends, and they will definitely have the answer that you're looking for.
The best marks that you can get in this project is a happy child.
Yes, yeah. I think that is more important, right? Instead of a highly successful in terms of monetary and material gains, a happy, content and well-educated, knowledgeable, calm, peaceful and confident child is the big prize that you're looking for in life. It's one of the things, you can say that it is your accomplishment, right? It is, and I completely agree with her that it is kind of a project. Like one of the things that I've mentioned in my book, which I wrote, is that raising a child is like a 25-year project. That's the line that I used. So I completely
use the word.
I completely agree with that because that is shifted. One of the things that I used to be afraid of a lot regarding marriage is that you're supposed to have kids. Like right now the definitions have changed, but of course in towns like and cities like Nashik, you still have this kind of a little bit of a traditional vibe wherein you want to have kids if you're getting married. You can't not have kids if you're getting married.
I would just specify one thing, that be ready when you want to have a kid.
Yeah, be ready. Right.
Like,
a lot of preparation.
हाँ, it's not कि अच्छा इतनी घर पे बोल रहे इसलिए बच्चा करना है. It ultimately frustrates
How do you
on
know that
another
you're
level.
ready? How do you know
See,
that you're ready?
Again, we talk about a happy child, but the career, all of that is also important. So you
Yeah.
need to be in a good place in your life
In that
where
sense.
you can take up some more stress, or you can take up some more
Responsibility.
patience. I'm sorry if I said stress. if you take some, you can like have some space free in your mind so that the child can take it up, right?
Yeah.
Because you cannot have the child take up your old mind at the end of the day, right? So you need to be in a very good place. Like generally, again, I don't know if this sounds very traditional or very very orthodox, but generally सांगतात की एकदा तुमच्या करिअर मध्ये एक बेसिक काही वर्ष तुम्ही करिअर मध्ये गेले की ठीक आहे, काही ना काही होऊन you will go ahead, or you will walk ahead, you will run ahead, you will crawl ahead, however, but you are still going ahead.
Going somewhere, yeah.
Right? At that time, you can still take a chance to like have a kid.
Yeah.
Right? But if you are still not yet settled in your career, or if you are in between jobs, or if you want to do something else altogether, then you should not.
It might be too much.
Then-
I would like to add one more thing, like even career, and you need to be prepared mentally for
Huh.
that responsibility.
Hmm.
Because once that kid is in your life, it is your responsibility and you can't blame him for anything.
Yeah. Okay, so as a little token of appreciation for being a part of Curious Nashik podcast on parenting in the new age, I would like to present this little token of appreciation for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much
I love
for
this.
being a part of this podcast, and I hope, and thank you so much, Chinmay.
Thank you.
And I hope you join me again and Curious Nashik again for different topics that we want to
Definitely.
explore.
Definitely.
Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And do follow Curious Nashik.
Please do like, share, subscribe.